On the news headlines this hour, Ibadan explosion claims fifth victim, the Oyo State government says. Tinubu meets with Supreme Council for Sharia in Aso Rock. And on sports, Cote d'Ivoire will be clashing with Nigeria, of course, in the Group A stage of the African Cup of Nations at 5 p.m. GMT. Good day, this is Leadership TV News at noon. I am Cynthia Onuado. Beginning in Ibadan, the aftermath of the explosion in Bodija, Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State, continued to unfold as the state government confirmed the number of fatalities has risen to 5. Fatai Owoseni, the special advisor on security matters to Governor Seyi Makinde, provided an update during a press briefing on Thursday, revealing that 2 additional bodies were recovered. Moving on now, the rearrangement of a kidnapped kingpin Chukwudumeme Onwamadike, also known as Evans, on Thursday suffered a setback due to the absence of 2 other co-defendants. Evans and 3 others, Joseph Emeka, Chiemeka Rinze, and Udeme Upong, were brought before Justice Adenike Koka of Anikeja High Court, while Evans and Emeka, the first and second defendants, were present in court. Arinze and Upong, the third and fourth defendants, were absent. Justice Koka urged the prosecution to tidy its house and ensure that the counsels are served with proof of evidence before the next adjourned date. The news agency of Nigeria reports that Evans had been convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment by Justice Hakim Oshodi sometime in February 2022. Evans and his co-defendants were later sentenced to 21 years imprisonment by retired Justice Oluwatoyin Taiwo prior to her retirement. And now an Abuja High Court sitting at Gudu has ordered the Nigerian Police Force (NPF) to pay the sum of 50 million naira to Professor Zainab Duke Abiola, wife of the acclaimed winner of the June 12, 1993 presidential election, the late Chief MKO Abiola, for violating her fundamental human rights. According to Vanguard, the court in the judgment that was delivered by Justice Modupe Osho Adebiyi further directed the police authority to tender an apology to Professor Abiola in 2 national dailies. The judgment followed the fundamental human rights enforcement suit that Abiola's wife brought before the court. Professor Abiola had in a suit alleged that police officers had sometime in 2022 invaded her residence in Abuja and arrested her while she was wearing a nightgown and whisked her to the station. She told the court that she was detained and tortured for 3 days without trial. According to the applicant, she slept at the police station from September 20 to September 23, 2023. Professor Abiola maintained that the unconstitutional action the police took against her amounted to a gross violation of her fundamental human rights. And now President Bola Tinubu has met with members of the Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria, SCSN, at the Council Chamber, Presidential Villa, Abuja. The meeting is coming in about 48 hours after the President of the SCSN, Sheikh AbdurRasheed Hadiyyatullah, expressed regret for supporting the Tinubu-Shettima same-faith ticket last year. Recall that on Tuesday, Sheikh Hadiyyatullah, in an interview with journalists in Abuja, provoked a fresh controversy on the Muslim ticket of the All Progressives Congress (APC) for the 2023 election. which he said had fallen short of expectations. According to him, the same fifth ticket adopted by President Bola Tinubu to emerge victorious in the last general elections has not brought any positive changes to the lives of Nigerians and even the Muslims. The agenda of the meeting is not made public as at the time of filing this report, but it is believed that the economic and security situations might feature as topics. And now on insecurity matters, the Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has signed an executive order prohibiting traditional rulers from issuing consent letters for mining activities across the state. The executive order was signed on Thursday at the Council Chambers, Government House, Gusau, the state capital. A statement issued by the governor's spokesperson, Suleiman Bala Idris, disclosed that the executive order was signed to stop one of the worst trends in the fight against banditry. According to him, the order has banned all consent letters for mining, saying this includes consent letters to individuals, companies, or organizations for mining activities. In his remark while signing the order, Governor Lawal reiterated that the decision was made due to the severe dangers posed by the rampant issuance of the consent letters to miners in the state. And now Access Bank PLC has signed an agreement with Uganda's Finance Trust Bank, FTB, to acquire